Hey guys, this is COC with Dr. D. Just wanted to show you some barching videos today. This is how I've been farming most of the time, and it's been pretty successful for me. I've maxed my golden elixir pretty much every day doing this. Probably not as good as the other farmer's daddy and whatnot, but so here I'll spread a line of barbs on one side, followed up with archers, and pretty much do it all the way around the entire base. The goal for me for doing this is not only to get the elixir on the outside, but also to try to hit that 50% just so I stay up in trophies and continue to climb, just because I'm looking to start farming a lot more Dark Elixir soon. Unfortunately, I can't get into the center of the base with this strategy. Most of the time, I need more wall breakers and whatnot, but most of the time for me it's just not worth it, so I'll just pick off whatever I can on the outside and go from there. So otherwise, I forgot to point out a little bit earlier that on the bottom right, I tend to deploy a little bit more troops when there's no splash damage around to take out the king, just because he's a problem usually and I need to get to the bases behind him. So fairly typical raid, got a couple 100,000 and trophies with it. So pretty much the same thing here, I think. Just again spreading a line of barbs, followed up with archers. Make sure I pick off, any builder shots or anything way on the side that might help with the 50%. And then again, dumping some extra troops to take care of the barbarian king up at the top. And then giving some extra barbs to back up the archers on the right side. Just because whenever the barbs die, the archers tend to take more damage. So if you spray another line of barbs, it generally helps to keep them up for longer and you'll get more damage overall out of them. So yeah, pretty much taking care of most of the elixirs there. Trying to finish off the gold storage on the right side. I dropped an archer first on top just to distract the mortar, and then dropped the other archers at the bottom to finish off that elixir, or that gold collector. And that will be good enough to get the 50%. Now moving on to the next one. So the town hall was on the outside, and this guy's one of those guys who leaves the Teslas on the outside, but drops some quick barbs, takes care of that. Unfortunately, I noticed that most of the collectors on the top and bottom were behind a set of walls. The top one I could get to, and I could get some elixir out of that too. So I decided to go for that. But the two next to the wizard towers in the middle, I mean, we're surrounded by the mortars and cannons and expos too, so I really didn't think I was going to be able to get to those. So I ended up just deploying everything at the bottom to get those three collectors, and then hopefully move my way up and grab some of the elixir and whatever is inside the base. So I pretty much decided to go from the bottom and deploy everything I had there, since this was a free one anyways, and see what I could get. So unfortunately the wall breakers went off to the left side and didn't open up the center to let the giants and my king in. So we got stuck moving a little bit to the left side, veered off course, and then pretty much everybody got destroyed here with all the splash damage. The king did manage to stay up, and I probably should have used his ability a little bit longer. I was waiting until his health dropped in case somebody targeted him so that I could get the boost from the health, but ended up not helping because all the barbarians died in the meantime. So I couldn't get the extra damage from them. So I got one strike of that, and none of that juicy dark elixir inside, unfortunately. But still a good raid. Got the win, got a bunch of resources, so you can't complain. Same thing here, another pretty typical raid. Everything looks like it's in the pumps and mines on the outside, so I'm just gonna drop a single archer, see what I can pick off initially, Drop a couple barbs, couple archers, in a circular fashion around the wizard tower. You don't want to pump those up because it will take out your troops fairly quickly if you do. And then again, just lining it with barbs and another line of archers behind it to take out all the buildings and try to get that 50% again. So this one's a little bit easier actually, just because the archers could take out the stuff on the outside initially, so I had to use less troops to grab the remaining buildings to hit that 50%, which was kind of nice, just so I can raid again a lot sooner the next time around. And I just need one more here. I think I was going to go for the air defense. So I dropped one or a couple barbs up at the top, and then the archers a little bit below, just so they don't get hit by the mortar. And that should be it. Cool. So, like if it helped you, please subscribe. Thanks.